when you're making a figure 4 trap, or any other trap for that matter, or trigger system, I find it much more useful to use a dead stick, which is hard, not rotten, but dried out. If I use a fresh stick, then it's more likely to slip when it shouldn't, and more likely to hold when it should slip. So it's yeah, it's not good. It's much softer because of the sap and everything. So if you can use if you can find a hardwood or dried wood like this is spruce, but you can use any kind as long as it's dried and not rotten. And when it comes to the thickness, you should decide thickness depend on the weight of the trap or the load it should carry. Now I'm going to make a figure 4, standard figure 4, with the tweaks I used to do, and I'll show you how I make them and how I tweak them so the release is like a hairpin release. Often if you make them straight out of a survival book or anything like that, you need a lot of force to trigger the trap, and that's not what you want. Okay, I made these 3 pieces used in a figure 4. You have that, and I made them as you will find them in a survival book or something like that. You have the first piece. It has like a flat screwdriver on the top, and it has a 90-degree angle edge parallel with the screwdriver on top. The second piece was to hold the rock or log or whatever you're gonna put down. It has this kind of notch, and it has a screwdriver type at the end. And the bait stick, it has this kind of notch, and 90 degree of that, it has another notch, the same type, and at the end you put your bait on. So let's set it. The first one with a screwdriver and a 90-degree angle in the ground. And then your stick, which are going to hold the weight, the rock or whatever you got. And then the trigger stick, your bait stick. Turn it around. Like so. And I'm pushing down with pretty much force now. And when the animal tries to remove the bait from the stick, the rock falls down. And then to the fun part. I have several things I like to do to make it a little bit better. You see this notch? It's the one going up to the vertical pole, and it holds the rock And when it pushed down, you doesn't want this to snag, because if this snags, it can remove the log or pole, so it doesn't land on the prey. So what I do, I remove more material, making this notch longer. Not bigger, but longer. See? Much longer. So now you will be certain it will slide off. Another thing I do, on the same stick which hold the rock, I make this screwdriver a little smaller. Another thing you can do with the bait stick is to make some kind of retention, so your bait will stay a little bit better on the stick, especially if you don't have any string or so to help you with, to tie it down. Like so. And you can make more of them depending on how big your bait is. It will give it a little bit more retention than just a round stick. Okay, so let's set it. Put the main stick in the ground, away from the rock, so it won't interfere with the falling rock. And now I'll try to set it. And as you see over here, hopefully you can see this area. You see I tweaked it a little bit so it's not completely in the notch, and I did the same here. And you can see the bait is hanging up in the air. That's good. So the animal, if it's a small animal, it will climb on this, and most animals will try to take the food away and bring it to their safe place. You can close it up a little bit more on the sides. You can use sticks instead of rocks, but it doesn't matter if the animal comes over here or over here, it will still get into the trap. And the head have to be well under the rock to reach the bait. Okay, so let's see what's needed to take it off. Not that much force. So, thank you for watching. I hope this gave you some small ideas on how to tweak your trap and make him a little bit better. Remember, don't set traps if you're not allowed to, and if you're allowed to, remember to visit them daily, so you see if there are any animals there. You might trap someone that are injured, so it's important to visit your trap line. Basically, this is a survival trap. Very simple to make, but as always, you have to practice. It doesn't help to watch a video. So go out there, practice, try yourself. Remember to release them. Okay, take care.